Hey folks, Thespicer here. I'm waiting. How I screw up Google Hangouts. My apologies, we're starting a little late. Yep, I'm trying to get Kai and Patreck in, but like I said, I always mess this up. I'm kind of thinking about doing something else. As far as, instead of Hangouts, maybe use Discord or something for audio. We'll see. Only disadvantage, I can't really share my screen with that, I don't think. Unfortunate. Unfortunate indeed. But yeah, so I'm working on that. So give me a second, guys. I'm working on it. And let me mute that real quick so that doesn't come through. Gotta keep an eye on the chat that no one will be in, probably. Hey. Okay. Now, alrighty. Let's see if I can get this up and working again. Alright, here, let me move this over here and then try to invite them again. Alright, send those out and see. Anyway, I guess while we're waiting, I'll cover some ground, and I guess we'll just reiterate after that. So let me, I've got so much on my second screen right now. Give me a second, guys. Alright. So, yeah, I guess I'll just kind of wander through this, and I'll just reiterate when the guys hop in. Oops. I'm so incompetent sometimes. Let's try again. Wow, I can't spell to save my life. Hey, that was a noise. Hey, okay, cool. Radical. Alright, well, guys, and oh, dang it, here, let me just get rid of this. Yes, I want to close the chat window. Hi, everybody. Hi, Carlo. Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna stop that and gonna try this again, and fingers crossed this will work. Maybe, potentially, we will see, unless I just close the one people were in. I hate this noise. I'm sorry, this is super loud, guys. And am I the only one in here still? I think that would be the case. Whoa. Now everyone knows I am awful with... Dude, I'm so bad at... Okay, that's close enough. I'm so bad at some of this stuff. Okay, oh, Kai just left. Problematic. Alright. God, I hate Gmail. Once again, I'm super sorry we're having technical issues. I'm super thinking about going to like Discord and then just figuring something out, honestly. Maybe just a link list so everyone can follow along, and then that might actually not be a bad idea. That way I kind of like a docket so you guys can follow along with us, as opposed to kind of, we're still working the kinks out, you know. But I mean, the 3 podcasts in, I think 3 months semi-consistent. The last one was just me and another dude from kind of around here. Super cool guy, Bill, a great dude. Met him through some... I actually met him at A-Con one year, waiting in line for a Gundam panel. Alright, so Kai's grabbing another laptop and seeing if that will change anything. And still wondering about Pat. Give me a second. Anyway. And so we're doing this again. We waiting. I know everyone is here to listen to my lovely voice. All one of you, which is probably honestly me, so I'm probably talking to myself. But that's fine. I'm okay with this. Oh, hey. Yay, the mobile suit hanger dropped by. Yay, exciting. Blah, blah. But yeah, so here I guess some of the pictures and builds while we wait. And fingers crossed we will get Hangouts to work. If not, like I said, I'm going to have to think of something else, honestly. This is kind of an issue. But yeah, so just kind of get you some pictures. Yeah, so I did the couple of mods on this Leo. I honestly kind of want to take the stickers off, not gonna lie. But yeah, I did the tilt rotor. That was kind of a cool thing. And then I did the head mod, so you can twist the head, and it may not be super accurate, but I like it better. It's more dynamic, so you can get cool shots like this. Not too bad. I've got a couple videos up for both of those if you guys are curious. And oh god, I hate that this does this. There we go. Okay. And it's the Strike Noir I got from Patreck. Like the design. I mean, Strike Noir is just a cool ass kit, but the head sculpt's just super wonky. I'm not gonna lie. Here, let me open this up so we can see it. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look bad, but look at those eye sockets. You can't even see them. They're so small. So this head sculpt honestly needs to get redone. We need a re-release of this guy, honestly. But whatever. It's dumb that it defaults like that. And waiting. I should have started doing this earlier, but that is okay. Then did that Real Great Tall Geese. Love that kit, man. If you've not picked it up, I do strongly recommend it. You get little Zex down there to paint up. I need to get some of the gold trim and some of the black buttons and his little wrist things. But I really need to get... I'm probably going to paint the helmet a little different color too, just so it stands out more. This is so dumb. I don't like it goes back like that. Solo podcasting, and then yeah, I did some stuff to my Vidar, so it looks a little different, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that. And I like... Whoa. So yeah, we're working on it. We're trying to get stuff going. Yeah, here's some better shots of the... I'm really bummed if I didn't get all this Vidar in. Yeah, here we go. Here's a better one. Yeah, there you go. So you can kind of see I painted the face, the head, and the V-fins. Because not that it looked bad, I think it looked cool. There we go. Okay, here we go. Here. Move over here. And can you hear me, Kai?
K, it's K.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, so that works. Now I'm just trying to get Patreck in.
Yep.
Alrighty.
So, you're using OBS Studio, right?
Yep.
I think it would be best if there's an option to focus the OBS Studio on the Hangout section.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. give me, since Patrick is still not here, I'm just gonna continue painting the model kit that I'm working on.
Yeah, no worries.
Yep.
Wait.
This is just the last section.
Alright, so he's doing that, and yay! Yeah. Alright, so still working on getting Patreck in. Let me see if I can... Oh, let me move this over. Oh, it'd help if I could type Patrick's email in. Jesus.
Alright, that one's done.
And
then just paint this. Maybe? Should I paint it still?
And
I'll paint it sometime next time.
alright, and oh. There we go. And let me see here. Alright, still working it out. I did start early to let people know we were having technical difficulties, so.
Alright.
And we're still working on it.
Oh, shit.
Ah, that's fine. It's not that loud, so that's alright. Send them a couple invites, see if I can get those, but might be having technical difficulties as well.
What's going on?
Oh, he just hasn't said anything yet, so I'm not sure if it's being finicky or not. Oh, come in. Get me in. And yeah, so the two people that are watching, yeah, we're still waiting. Trying to get Patreck in. We do apologize. Hangouts is not something that I like to think I'm proficient in, so we're working on that. And hey, some people commented on a post. Phenomenal. Take care of that in another window. Doing it live.
That smells really bad.
And working on it still. Still nothing. Oh, hold on, let me. Oh, yeah, no, I'd be able to see that. And
Is he on our Facebook chat?
yeah, it's just I was looking and I didn't see anything new. So he might be trying to get something to work and just not paying attention to his phone.
Is my video working properly on yours?
Yeah, I see just fine. All right, still waiting on Patreck.
Maybe you forgot.
No, I just texted him like 20 minutes before we started, and he was like, all right. So, we'll see. What kit are you working on?
Just the missing sections that I missed out on the Ifrit. This is like the last bit.
Ah, that freak's looking good.
Yeah. I was planning on joining a contest, and I decided, I've never really joined a contest, but I think this is a good way or a good time to see if I can show people my shit.
Yeah,
Not really confident in joining contests.
I feel that. The last one I entered a couple of years ago didn't. I mean, no one was just like, "Oh my god, you're trash, get out of here." But
Mhm.
yeah, no, it did not go as well as I had planned. But I mean, yeah, like I said, I've still got the kits. One's
Mhm.
still the exact same. I haven't changed it. It actually looks pretty neat. But yeah, some dude brought a real big resin Sazabi that was just, oh god, I was out of this world.
Yeah, it's one of those like I don't see myself competing in contests. It's mainly because there's a lot of like way talented modelers
Mm,
besides me, so I don't see the point of joining if you know
yeah,
there's
yeah.
the better people. But some people join for fun, so I figured I'll just do that.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely a cool experience getting to go out and talk to other people and you see what they've done and some of their cool work. So
Yeah.
it is a little intimidating sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And I don't really 100% know. I've tried both of his emails. We're still working on it. Oh, here we go. Alright, he's checking now to see. I sent invites to both of his email addresses, so he should at least get one somewhere.
Yeah.
Alright. It said give him 5 minutes, so he's maybe working out a technical issue or something. Huh. Do 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 do.
There we go. Fuck. Yes. 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 Oh. There we go. There we go.
That's that.
There we go. There we go.
All right.
Yeah. There you go.
Hey, the foot thruster.
Yeah.
Oh, nope. That's one too many. There we go. Going through some pictures. Da 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 do. And there they are. Da, 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 da,
I just need. I'm waiting on a particular color that I ordered online. Once
Yeah.
once I have that, I can do the last cleanup on certain sections, and then I start working on detail labs of this thing.
Ah.
There we go. Your shotgun. Oh.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Ugh.
Alright. So Patrick should be joining hopefully soon.
There we go.
Working on some technical things. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
What was that?
Huh?
What was that? Is that a
What?
door?
Oh, in the background?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was, I think that was my neighbors. They're very loud.
That's a pretty loud door.
Yeah. They're very loud people.
There we go.
They like to slam their
shit.
door.
I'll just pull that.
Oh, actually. Oh, that was probably my phone, now that I think about it. Because my
Oh.
phone's on the desk and it vibrated, so that
Oh,
actually
right.
might have been...
I heard like some squeaking noises. I was like, what was that?
Might have... Oh, hold on a second. Move
There
over
we
here.
go. That looks nice. I like it. I like it. Fuck.
Alright.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, yeah.
Have gone to... Hey, okay, there we go. I think. Let me. All right. Oh, Pat's in the chat. I don't know why it's being difficult. Just invite maybe? I'm not sure. Because he's in the chat, but he's not in the video call, so that's progress, but not exactly where we need to be. How is this gonna work? I wonder if... see, I hate to stop a video call and start another one, especially the weird difficulties of getting people in. So...
Well, we're already in. So what if we just exit and then start it again? That should work.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, well, we'll switch over to the other chat and
All right.
see. Okay, yeah, hold on. Let's exit this one. And now we'll see if this works. Oops. Oh god. Why am I getting... I'm so confused. Why are all these calls happening? Okay. I think
Hello?
Okay, so Patrick's here, but now where's Kai? Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Now... Hold on a second. Let me move this over here. And... see... Alright. Google Hangouts, why are you so difficult? Okay.
Yo.
Okay, everyone's in. Did
Everyone.
it. Figured it out.
Yep.
Alright, 1 second. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we will get started. Let me put my phone over there so it doesn't make as loud of a noise if it rings or vibrates. Alright, cool. So, as always, we have God damn it, I can't even talk today. We have Patreck1969 and Heyitskei, and we're gonna do not necessarily things a little different. We just don't have a docket or a list of things to talk about, so we're a little bit of winging it here today. So I'm sure we'll have some interesting rants to go on. But yeah, we kind of wanted to start off with talking about kind of what we've bought, what we've built, and just in general, not necessarily specifically Gundam, but I'm sure a large portion of it will be. So yeah, I guess Patrick, you want to get started?
Oh, okay, fine.
You had a list, a pretty big one, so
It's such a long list. All right, I might as well do it first because my wife's out of the room. So I have a couple of Mezco figures coming in the mail.
Oh, cool. Which ones you get?
Well, we got the Clockwork Orange figure coming in. Man, I'm really rusty. I haven't seen the movie in forever. Alex DeLarge.
Yeah, the main guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if everybody's familiar with Mezco. Typically 6-inch action figure, depending on the character. So it's like the scale of a regular action figure, but very, very highly detailed. So we're talking sculpt, posability. The thing's actually wearing clothing, which is kind of crazy. You know what? I'm gonna actually have to look at the list because it's gross. It's really gross.
It's gross.
And I looked at it and I said, "Damn it, Patrick! You finally did it. You went too far." So, yeah, I had to just take a step back and just shake my head at myself. Here it is. Order history.
No regrets though.
No regrets.
You know what? We'll see. We'll see when they come in, and you know, after I get my hands on them. Oh yeah. So the first one is the Mezco 112 Clockwork Orange Alex DeLarge. These are 1 in 112 scale, hence the 1 in 12 brand, I guess, for them. And then I also have the Iron Man Mezco action figure. I think it's their first one.
Oh yeah, it looks super awesome. Cool. Yeah.
So I'm just looking at the prices right now. Oh my god. And then I got also the Robot Damashi Guillaume action figure. So that's gonna be pretty cool. SH Figure Arts Ant-Man. For some reason, I'm just fixated on just grabbing all the SH Figure Art Marvel I can before they get all crazy and sell out and stuff. So
yeah.
The bulk of the shipment is going to be this Kickstarter funded figure. And it's really weird, and you probably haven't heard of it. It's from this startup brand or whatever called Locker Toys. And their Kickstarter was mostly... Let me open it up. Yeah, so their Kickstarter was for GI Joe action figures in this or action figures in the scale of GI Joe size, like the 3 3/4 inch, but all zombie like themed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we have one side survivors and the other side zombies. These things are pretty much like the GI Joes I've always wanted. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a fucking huge horror fan, so when I saw them, I kind of geeked out for a minute. I was like, oh, there's like so many different ones. At first, there were only like 4 of them, and then something happened. They released like, I don't know, a couple other waves, and this is why I'm at my price tag that I'm at now.
Okay.
So it's really gross. Not only are the figures gross, but the prices are gross. These are custom made, kind of, sort of. I don't know at what quantity, but they're averaging around $35 each.
Oh.
They're really nice. I'm actually looking at the Kickstarter page right now, and they blew their original goal out of the water.
They did. That's mainly why I wanted to just get these before they sold out. You know, I like to grab those figures that are kind of weird. You know, like the synthetic human figure and stuff like that. Those were kind of weird. And I'm assuming they're going to have another one of those sometime. But yeah.
Oh, wow. That's super detailed.
The zombie figures. Yeah, the zombie figures look amazing. In fact, I was telling my buddy at work that I was going to grab one of the figures. And I don't know if anybody's familiar with Return of the Living Dead with the Tar Man. That's like the iconic. That is like the iconic zombie of probably all zombie movies. Return of the Living Dead, for anybody that doesn't know, is the first movie where the zombies actually said they want brains. So like Tar Man was the very first zombie to actually say that. It's fucking awesome. So I got some little cheap slime from Walmart, and I'm gonna stick Tar Man or one of the zombie action figures inside the slime, and it's gonna look. I don't know. I'm just gonna geek out over it.
It's gonna be cool. Yeah, these look real good.
Yeah, and then the harsh reality of how much I paid for these is gonna hit me, and yeah, you know, it's before the Depression.
Yeah, it's the roaring 20s for you basically, and
yeah, I mean, on one level I can pay for it, on the other it's like, I can't believe I did that. But you know, whatever. No time like you know, now to just go all out for myself.
Yeah. It's the treat yourself month, if you will.
Yeah, especially since it's my wife's birthday.
Oh, the end of the month. There you go. Yeah, it's cause for celebration.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else? Want to go next?
Well, Kate, you want to go?
Sure. So I got several stuff, like several discontinued stuff, and then 1P Bandai stuff that came in a couple of weeks ago. There's one more that's coming in, but I think it's gonna arrive next week. So I figured I opened all the boxes and then just show it to everyone here. So the first one that I got was the MP80 machine gun from the UC Arms Gallery set. It's a discontinued toy line. Normally, it's the weapon set for the extended MSIA line. So if I open this, there's a packet for the extended. I'm pretty sure this is the extended MSIA Zaku 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you
go. Is that the card, or what is that?
I think it's just a card for the thing. There you go. And then basically you have to assemble. It has minor assembly to assemble the gun. I already have this. It's actually on my SEMX DOM, so it kind of
looks awesome.
There you go.
So is there like a customization thing to it? Like, can you swap parts around that from another gun?
The only thing that you can swap is the magazine. So here, there's a long one and then there's a short one.
So whichever you prefer, you can put in whatever or whichever. So that's
That's
the
so
first
cool.
I got. Um, I guess the less interesting one is the high grade camper.
Okay.
Nice.
And this one I just got because I just needed specifically the hands and the shotguns that came along with the kit.
Oh,
'Cause,
for their feet.
yeah, because I worked on I'm planning on joining a contest in San Antonio, and this guy will be my entry for the contest. And if you guys played the side story game back in the PS3, the Ifrit there had a shotgun. So I figured I'd get my Ifrit the shotgun also, which came from the camper kit.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And I have the SEMX roof. Um, I already have this. I weathered my old one, and then that was 5 years ago. And looking at it now, I was like, yeah, I don't like what I did. But apparently, a couple of people from the Robot Damacy group was interested on the thing, so I figured, hey, I'll just sell it to you for a cheap price, and then you know I'll just use whatever amount to get a new one, and then just detail it better than my old one.
Just out of curiosity, where'd you find the guy?
I'm sorry, what was it?
Where'd you find it? Like,
Mandara.
where'd you purchase it?
Normally, SCMX figures are easy to find if you go to Mandarake. So you just monitor the site, and then every now and then they'll have a couple in stock.
Oh, okay.
Next thing I got is another SCMX RX-782. Again, this is to replace my old one. The old one I got here, I detailed it again 5 years ago. Well, 2 years ago, and I've learned a lot of like the more you detail kit, the more like your preference change. So I'm looking at this now, and it's not as good as I thought it was. So I figured I'll give this to a friend, and then just detail this one better than this one.
There you go.
Yep. The next one that I got is the SEMX DOM. This is the fourth one that I got. Oh, well, this is the fourth DOM. Actually, the fifth. I have three here. I have a fourth one that I was customizing to Char Aznable colors.
Mhm.
uh, I broke it. I broke the arm because I messed up. So I wanted to replace it by getting a new one, but it was one of those times where, yeah, I'm just not gonna do it right now. I'll do it when I have the time. And I have
Yeah.
now figured I'd get one just to replace the broken pieces. And this is pretty much gonna be used for spare parts.
Cool.
Kind of regretting like just using this for spare parts. It's a really cool figure. And then the last one here is the thing I'm most excited about. This is the P Bandai HGUC Hazel Woundworth or TR6 Woundworth. So this one just came out several weeks ago, about late July, and I can't wait to work on that one.
Cool.
And that is it. The one that's coming next week is the SEMEX Zaku 2, the cold climate type, the gray one. So I've been wanting that one because that one is ridiculously hard to find.
Mm.
Yeah. And that is it, though. That's the only thing I got.
Oh, cool. So I've actually not picked up a ton, which is why I had you guys go first, because I knew my part was going to be real quick. I think there's maybe a list of 5 things, roughly, somewhere in there. So Patrick was getting rid of some old Robot Damacy, so I picked up some things I was missing there. Shining Gundam, the Strike Noir, and the Impulse Gundam. All really nice. I really enjoy them. All in box, because Patrick takes care of them meticulously well. One thing I will have to say, though, Bandai will never get the stupid Strike Noir's head sculpt right. Like, it still looks kind of wonky, I'm not going to lie. Every version of it.
Isn't
Well,
most seed robot Damacy figures have a weird face sculpt?
well, that's the thing is like I was looking. I mean, the Testament's kind of an oddity because it's got a weird head, but actually, it's the best of the ones I have, honestly. But the Impulse Gundam, like it matches the rest of the proportions. The Strike Noir, the way they sculpted the eyes makes like there aren't eyes depending on what angle you look at, which is super weird. And the I don't know the helmet part of the head sculpt just doesn't proportionally feel right, so it seems like it's real small and awkward. Yeah, it's super weird. But
see, I never saw that with the Noir. Like obviously, with the original Strike, and I don't like that one. That was the one I saw the biggest problem with. Like, it had that weird gap between the eyes and I guess what you would consider the forehead or something. Was on it. That was just so fucking weird. Why did they do that?
I mean, it is a step up from the extended Strike Noir, but it's still like it is probably the down point of the sculpting on it, because the rest of the kit or the rest of the figure sculpted really well, painted really well. But yeah, that one, it's kind of sad. Yeah. Someone in the chat was saying the same thing. The Robot Damacy Strike's got a weird issue. So it's probably just that base mold. But outside of that, I picked up the Real Grade Tall Geese. Phenomenal kit. Everyone's saying good things about it, and they're right. The thrusters on the back, they're not bad. A little finicky, kind of a pain to build, but it's not awful. Then I picked up the Real Grade Endless Waltz Wing Gundam to match the Tall Geese with. Not they don't look bad next to each other. It's just it's not much smaller. Just proportionally, it's a smaller design, so it looks kind of weird. Like it looks almost out of scale with the Tall Geese. And then the High Grade Leo with the tilt rotor and the Robot Damacy Leo option set. And I think that's all I've grabbed. I'm looking around right now. I don't think I've picked anything else up. And then I worked a little bit on my Legends Infamous Iron Man, but that's pretty much it. So, like I said, real short, real quick.
Yeah. I forgot to mention I got a new camera too. So
oh, cool.
That's something I probably just tried to block out as well.
Yeah, that one, I could see that one being the price to just be like, don't look at it, don't look at it, don't look at it.
Yeah, although that one I'm kind of more like, okay, cool, like I got a new camera finally, but at the same time,
it's more practical, I suppose.
Yeah, well, I needed it. It was just time.
What camera did you get?
I got the Panasonic FZ80. It's it's a pretty good price. It's like around $300 for it. It's like a 4K camera and all that stuff. And I also got like a little lighting set for it. So I got this super bright LED like little fixture that can go on top of the camera.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I can control the brightness on it. So you're gonna be able to see everything on these damn figures that I paid way too much for.
I'm really interested to see how those Mezco turn out, because I'm really back and forth on them, honestly. Like I've contemplated picking some up, but I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about the cloth. So
yeah, I was back and forth about it too, and then they just started rolling out some awesome ones. Like the last one I pre-ordered was, or I haven't pre-ordered yet. But the one I'm looking forward to right now is the John Wick one.
Oh, that John Wick one looks sick.
That looks sick. Yeah, so that one's gonna look awesome. I mean, I've seen it in magazines and seen images of it. It looks awesome already. I'm waiting for more of those proto photos though. Mm-hmm. But I also got a couple of others coming next month in September. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of them. A whole lot.
Yeah, that Iron Man looked sick though. That was the one that I was like, oh, damn, I gotta look at that. Oh god.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that review. It's gonna be so cool. Yeah. I think that's the only time I've seen an Iron Man figure that wasn't like one of the figure arts and been like, I've got to get that at some point.
Yeah.
Wait, which Iron Man figure was this?
This is the Mezco
never
Iron
seen-
Man.
It's
I should check that out.
Yeah.
yeah,
it's
it's super cool.
It's nice. It's of the classic look, red and gold armor. And if I'm not mistaken, there might be either some super hard plastic used for the armor, or even some metal in general. I can't remember. I saw something on it on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, as much as you pay for something like this, there should be some die casts somewhere.
Oh, there damn well better be, because I'm gonna be super pissed if there isn't.
Yeah.
I mean, just.
Oh, I think I don't remember. I want to say I remember someone saying that the faceplate was magnetic, and that's how it did the lifting up thing.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
That'd be nice if it is.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully it sticks on well. I know people have bitched about the Mezco magnets before on some of the other things, but
yeah,
this is just a weird departure for them, because their whole thing was like, oh, we've got cloth stuff, and then they're like, hey, here's Iron Man. There's no cloth on it, but it looks so good.
Most of their stuff was like DC characters. Like the first Mezco figure I actually pre-ordered was a Batman figure.
Mm-hmm.
But then I saw this Iron Man, and I was like, two billionaires hanging out together. That's a no-brainer. But I love the way the armor looks. It's the old classic design, but like with a slight modern twist on it. Like it doesn't look all plain.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be really happy with it.
Yeah. And that's something that's kind of cool that Mezco is doing. Like, they've done it on a couple of Batman now, and with this Iron Man, that they kind of do their own variant of it in a way that you don't really get with like Figure Arts or Mafex or anyone like that.
Yeah, I mean, they got their own style, their own little flair. What I love the most is, well, not only that, but it seems like it's all well proportioned. Sometimes when I see an Iron Man figure and there's either a swap out head or a head underneath the mask, the head is either way too big for the body, or it just doesn't look correct. On some level, when it's an Iron Man figure, you know that there's armor and you know that there's a smaller body underneath, and then you got it's a weird kind of scale thing. But on this figure, it looks awesome. It looks correct. But then again, I gotta wait till it comes in and see what it's really all about.
It reminds me a lot of the some of the Sentinel Iron Man releases.
Yeah.
Especially as like a lot of theirs do the light up chest thing and have a lot of those gimmicky things, but they're super expensive. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing those guns though.
The what?
The the dog keeps on barking.
All right.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
He wants to talk on the podcast. He's got things to say.
Oh my god, it's a husky. And it looks like mine, of course. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that was one I saw it. I was like, if I ever get a Mezco figure, that's the one it's gonna be, because it just looks so good.
Yeah, they're really throwing out a lot, and then with the John Wick Mezco figure, I got like 2 different John Wick figures coming in.
Did you get the Mafex?
Yeah, I had to. Mafex makes some good figures, and most of the time, I feel like it's better than the SH, simply because they have either some of the same articulation, and they don't compromise like the sculpt, and that's something I kind of noticed when I was buying the Suicide Squad figures. So I was gonna get like the Batman, the Justice League Batman figure, but I didn't know whether or not to get the Mafex or the SH Figure Arts. I've already had all the Mafex Suicide Squad figures coming in. So which one looks better with that? And then I saw the scale, and obviously the SH Figure Arts was different from the Mafex, but on top of that, like, the paint was really, really bad.
Yeah, that Figure Arts Batman looks kind of awful, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Is your Deadshot like way bigger than everything else?
Kinda, sorta.
Yeah.
I feel like they're all to scale of like how the actual actors portraying them look. So obviously, Deadshot's going to be taller than the Joker because Jared Leto's a little bit shorter than
Will Smith. Yeah.
Yeah. But they're all really good scale. I mean, the only fault I can throw at Mafex was that fucking Harley Quinn arm broke.
Yeah.
And that was something. And then her dress sucked. So whatever.
Yeah.
What about that Ninja Batman from the Figma line though? That was cool.
Yeah. I did like that. That was very cool. I don't know why I never got that one.
I like the one that I really like. Though I'm not getting it, but I feel like it's the most like dynamic looking one. It's the one from the Revoltech line.
Oh yeah.
That one's like, I just don't like the cape part, but then it's just super good.
I have a super love-hate relationship with Revoltech stuff. Like, a lot of their designs look super cool, but I just hate Revoltech joints. Like, they're just awkward and they're all over the place, and what, posing should take like a couple minutes ends up taking like 20 or 30 because you're like, oh god damn it, I gotta twist this thing and pull this joint out and twist it, and it's a thing.
Oh, it does look cool. Oh my god, that is cool, man.
I mean, I've never had I had a Revoltech figure, but it's the Danboard figure, and I don't really like the joint, but it's so I don't know. There's so much things you can do with it. I'm just not a fan of the joints. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I think with the Robotech figures, they're not meant to just stand.
They're more dynamic.
They're meant for dynamic posing.
Yeah.
But this Batman, I'm looking at, now we're talking about like the new 52 Robotech looking Batman, right? Like he has like a really looks like articulated cape.
Yeah, I think that crazy big swishy one.
Yeah,
that's the only Batman figure from the Revoltech one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks awesome. Like if the cape could pop off, and then we could put like just a cloth cape, that I would buy that in a minute. My whole dream is to have like a perfect new 52 Batman. And unfortunately, we haven't gotten that yet. But that looks very, very nice. I love the suit.
The cape looks awesome, but like it reminds me a lot of the issues I have with my Revoltech Darth Vader cape. Is all of those Revoltech joints, which are solid for this like dynamic posing and things like this, but you're pretty much gonna have to pop each part of those out, twist it the way you want, and pop it back in. And with the like 10 to 12 different pieces of cape, and as pointy as they are, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. It looks super good though. Like the Venom from this line's also like, I've seen some shots people have taken with that, and it's the best looking Venom out right now.
Oh yeah.
God, it's so good.
I think SH Figure Arts is also releasing their own Ninja Batman.
Yeah, it looks alright. It doesn't look bad. They're doing they're doing I was just gonna say they're doing the stupid like hard plastic cape again, like they did with the Injustice figures. So it's probably not gonna be like something you can get a lot of cool poses out of.
I wish they'd release a Bison figure from SH.
Yeah.
I think they're knocking it out of the park with their Street Fighter figures.
Yeah.
But I just want a bison already.
Didn't Storm
the
Collectibles put one out?
Yes. Yeah, the Storm collectible bison figures coming out. I think it's already out as far as I know.
Yeah, no, I saw it, but then I was like, well, I already got, you know, Chun-Li and Ryu from, you know.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to start over.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think those are, from what I recall, I think the Storm Collectibles are closer to like a 7-8 inch figure as opposed to like closer to 5-6.
They're expensive.
Yeah, that doesn't help. Yeah, they're pricey. But from what I've seen, like the Street Fighter ones and the particularly the Mortal Kombat ones look phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
They have the Tekken ones too. I'm kind of like debating if I should get those or just wait for SH Figurettes to get one or to get their rights on the figure.
Bison. Yeah, no, I'm looking at the bison right now. It's like, oof.
So what else?
It's a beauty.
What other figures did any of you guys like got your attention recently?
A lot of the Storm Collectibles, like I said, just not necessarily that I might end up getting some. I don't know. We'll see. Like I'm at a point right now where every purchase I make, I have to have a specific space for because I've run out of space. Like I'm already I'm down a shelf because the cat could reach it and the cat knocked it off the wall. So I've thinned and readjusted everything.
You know, honestly, I could say the latest on the robot Damashi.
The Zong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing is
It's awesome.
It's calling my name, but oh god, you know. For some reason, I always have a problem with Damashi. Like, if it costs $100 some odd dollars, I know the likelihood of me getting it is tough because I'd either have to, you know, fork over the cash right now to a site to make sure I get it, or nothing at all. And it's just, you know, I hate giving up the money beforehand before I know it's going to come in that next week.
Mm-hmm.
That's always the toughest part for me.
Yeah,
but it looks so damn good.
In my case, I already have the Xenography Perfect Zeong, and I'm kind of debating if I should still get a regular Zeong if I already have the Perfect Zeong, which is, you know, because if you get the Xenography Zeong, it has the legs to it. Like if you want to display it as the regular Zeong, you can. If you wanna display it as the Perfect Zeong, then you just attach the legs to it. So it's kind of hard to think about, like, should I get that even though I already have this, but this thing has effect parts and more articulate than what I have, you know. Yeah, it's just one of those things.
It looks killer though, like, and the I guess it's a combo pack or something that has all the effect parts for like the RX-78 and all the like pictures and stuff.
They're releasing another RX-78 Gundam, like the final battle version of it.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Did you guys got the Gelgoog that came out, like the Char's Gelgoog that came out?
Yeah, I got mine.
How was it? Like,
I actually love it. It came with like the correct amount of effect parts that you know. The price is pretty high, but you definitely get that in accessories. I like it a lot. I'm just waiting on that camera to come in because I just want to start shooting with that.
I'm wondering why it doesn't have a side swivel. That's the thing that bugs me the most. Like, why is there no side swivel on that one?
That's a very good question. I haven't even noticed that. I haven't even really messed with the figure too much. I only looked at the effect parts. Saw how many there were.
It's kind of like the Tamashi Heyitskei or the G Self, where it's overall like it's a good figure, but then why does it not have a side swivel when the previous ones before it had some? Like the Zaku FZ recently came out had side swivel. Yeah. I just don't like the inconsistencies of it.
That is weird. Why wouldn't they do that? Damn Bandai.
Bandai's gotta screw with us.
They got they gotta re-release it now. Here we go.
Oh, yeah,
the go good.
Thigh swivel version.
Yeah.
I think another thing, like speaking of the Galgug, the Damashi High Gog is also really looking good.
I had to stop myself from ordering too many. Like I stopped at 3.
Yeah, you should stop at 3. I think 3.
Yeah, I have all these plans, like to have all these little army building figures. I'm never gonna take them out of the box. I just realized that, a couple months back. You're never gonna take these out. I think it was when I was going through everything that I wanted to sell, and I saw how many Zaku's I had, and GMs. You're gross, Patrick. What are you doing?
Moment of realization.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that's really getting released. It's noteworthy.
Stuff. Like the SH Figure Arts and the new Broly that's gonna be shown in the theaters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, did they show that they're making figures for the movie?
Yep, and then the Great Airman figure also got announced.
I don't think we need that.
I've been wanting to see it though. Like it's one of those I'm not gonna get it, but I kind of wanted to see the SH Figure Arts version of it.
I'm not sure if I can find it. I can't find it. I'm gonna try to find a picture of it, but
check out the MySpace. They also are interesting.
that didn't help. Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Great Sandman. There we go. Okay. So I'll always pull that up for some reference. But yeah, something else that I'm not sure what the release date is, but kind of going back to the John Wick thing. Yeah, Mayfex has their John Wick. They also have the Kingsman figures coming out, and they look just as good as John Wick. Didn't those
already come out though?
I don't think so. Let me find out.
I think so.
At least one of them came out, right?
Not yet.
They keep showing pictures of them, but I don't think they've come out.
I think it's still sometime next year, as far as I know.
Yeah, it looks like you can get you can do the pre-order on them, but yeah, I don't think they come out for a while. As you can do December 2018.
Yeah,
so,
there you go.
Yeah, they come out at the end of the year.
I'm trying not to let my wife know, but I pre-ordered all the Harry Potter SH Figure Arts. That's actually for her. So.
Okay, it's a surprise gift. I got you.
My wife is a big pothead too.
But
this
I'm gonna tell her that.
I'm looking at Cyber Gundam's page, and I noticed they also revealed the the option pack for the Metal Build Strike Gundam. What was this orange ship thing?
Yeah, no, I remember that was the thing that that guy flew around in before he got the strike himself.
Yeah, oh god, I don't remember what it's called, but yeah.
It had the little pods that would shoot out. He'd
I think
his mind
the
control.
option part is super cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my dog. They have so they also announced the full armor Night Gundam, and I don't know what to feel about that. The Metal Robot Damashi Night Gundam was a little underwhelming.
Yeah, I didn't hear. I didn't hear awful things about it, but no one was just like.
Didn't hear any positives.
Yeah.
It was okay, but it's not like holy shit, I like this figure.
Yeah.
Metal Build Evangelion figures just got announced. So they're releasing Eva 01 soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one.
Isn't Mayfex also doing
Oh yeah,
an Eva?
that one's too.
Yeah, they showed a ton of shit off, so I'm trying to remember everything they showed, because most of it looked really good. It's like, there's too much of it. Yeah. Huh.
And I'm
So
really
hopefully-
liking the real grade Sazabi too. It looks really nice.
Yeah. Oh, I've been wanting to pick up those Full Metal Panic 160th scale Bandai models,
Ooh, yeah.
but I
those
don't
look-
have any fucking space.
Yeah, those look pretty cool.
Yeah.
Don't they have any? Don't they have some new Damashis coming out for that? For Full Metal?
No, I don't think so.
The Metal Build Leviathan, I think, is getting a re-release or a new release.
Yeah, the metal
I
build.
could've sworn- That's what it was. Metal Build. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think they just came out with another Arbalest as well, so. But, yeah, no, I think those, because I hate the Damashi versions of those. Like, everyone I've had the feet were just the most awful things in the world. They were poor articulation, they were super small, so. Even for
Really?
like, figures that were not back heavy, getting them in just a normal standing pose was a huge pain in the ass. Which sucks, because, like, it's the variant of the Gernsback, I think it's the Falke or something like that, looked super cool, but I ended up selling it because I ended up leaving it in the box because I couldn't pose it without it just falling off the shelf, so it's like, whatever, it's just unfortunate.
There's
But hopefully
also,
they'll get a
yeah.
160th.
The Square Enix front mission figures.
Who's the Asian guy?
Oh, are they like Play Arts guy?
Yeah, like the it's from Wonder Arts,
Oh, Wonder Arts.
from the-
Okay.
same line that's gonna release the well-told figures from Xenogears. Or no, the well-told figure is actually from the Bring Arts line. I'm not exactly sure. They have tons of shit. Like they have Wonder Arts, they have Play Arts, they have Bring Arts. I don't even know the difference.
I wonder if there's a scaling difference or what.
Yeah, I mean, I think Play Arts is more of like video game characters. I'm gonna assume.
Yeah, the Play Arts, I want to say they're 1/6 scale. They're usually like 12-inch figures, and the articulation's not bad, but like they're not
Bring
great.
Arts, a 5-inch line.
Okay. So it is a scaling difference. Okay, it's like, what is going on with this? What is this? Huh, I'm surprised they didn't do it in the Play Arts, because they did the I think it's the Atlas from Titanfall in the Play Arts, so it's the big 12-inch version. I think it's actually a little bit taller than that, but yeah, you think these would be real similar, but oh well. They do look cool though, still. Like, I mean, the front missions designs are really neat, so it's cool to actually see them in some kind of form we can actually mess with. All right, so I think we've gone through the whole list of things we're looking forward to. So we'll jump into. Do you guys want to talk about the live action movie first, or do you want to talk about Gundam narrative and stuff like that?
What's this Gundam narrative thing?
It's, I don't know, I've heard different things. It's supposed to take place after Unicorn, and it's not necessarily, it's like a spiritual successor as opposed to like a direct sequel, but the Shinanju
this, a
Stein's
show,
back
or-
in it. Yeah, it's a, well, that's the thing is I don't know. It is animated, so it's either an OVA series, could be a movie. They haven't specifically said, I don't believe. But it just looks like a continuation of Unicorn. Phoenix is in it. Snanju Stein's back in it. So I don't know why the Snanju Stein's back in it. I thought the whole thing was like Full Frontal stole it, so maybe someone stole it back, but I thought it was destroyed. It's weird. But I mean, the animation looks good. Like I said, it looks just like Unicorn, so. And they've actually they re-released the Phoenix narrative version, which just has I think the only thing is they added tails to the shields on the back. They look pretty neat, but
Anything you see, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like it as long as it's like Universal Century.
yeah.
I feed on UC stuff.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna watch it, and it's probably gonna be good. But like I said, we just don't know a lot, and for it to take place like a year or 6 months after Unicorn and the Sanju Stein, I mean, it could be a second version of it, but I still think it's a sleeves version. It's got the kind of intricate detailing, so it's kind of weird that that's back, and it'll be interesting to see how that plays into the story. But Full Frontal's definitely not back, so
Yeah.
it's kind of weird, but the designs still look cool, other than the Gundam narrative itself I think looks kind of stupid, but it's just me.
Hey, he has that Wave Rider thing, or that mobile armor thing that he's gonna be hopping on.
Yeah, it's got like a Wave Rider mobile armor thing that it sits in, and the actual unit itself looks super stripped down, which is usually cool, but I don't know, it just feels lacking compared to like the Sanju Stein and the Phoenix.
Yeah.
So.
Pretty sure it's gonna have those, like, it kind of looks naked as it is. I have a feeling that they're gonna add like option parts to it or something, like an equipment or something.
Yeah, I could see that. So if they make it a series, it'll at least have some room to grow, but and Bandai can release 10 different option sets with it.
Yep. I can see that.
So outside of that, we've got the Gundam live action movie that is confirmed, that is made by being made by Legendary. So if nothing else, it looks good, but as far as
are there any pre-production images or posts or
no
anything?
No, I think it was super confirmed a couple weeks back, and the only thing we've gotten out of it is Sunrise, actually, that they're overseeing some of it, and Sunrise was like, I don't think so, not yet. It's just Sunrise is producing it, and Legendary's producing it. Sunrise is supervising, I think is the way they put it. But the only thing that's come out of it really is the president of Sunrise has come out and said a couple of different things. First, he said that it's going to be kind of like it's going to be an original Gundam feeling. It's kind of tone-wise.
Okay.
People have kind of hinted at maybe it's going to be, 0079 or something like that, and they're just going to retell the story.
It could be like it could work in one movie. It would just have to be done really, really well.
Yeah. And that's kind of the thing of when they were first talking about it, and everyone was like, it was rumors and everything. I was like, if there are very few stories I would let someone in Hollywood do in the UC without them screwing it up. And I was like, fuck it. We know Legendary can make cool giant robot fight scenes, so just give them G Gundam. I mean, you can't fuck that up. Who gives a shit about G Gundam's story? Nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? They could probably, if they had the G Gundam series, they could more than likely turn crap into gold right there. I mean, that's, if for movie-wise, that's a pretty entertaining story to tell in one film.
Exactly.
Tournament. They beat the hell out of each other. I know it.
Exactly, yeah, it worked. But another thing that kind of tied into that tonal thing was the president of Sunrise was like, the main character is not going to be an action star. It's just not, that's not the role it's designed as.
Like, are they? So they haven't confirmed whether or not what the story will be. Like
no.
What series? Okay.
For the most part, I think I don't think they've come outright and said it, but contextually everyone's pretty sure it's going to be something in the UC timeline. It's going to be pretty consistent for UC. It's not going to be like The Rock portraying Amuro Ray or something like that.
No, you'd have the SJWs going crazy about that.
Yeah. They'd be like, The Rock's like 6'3". He can't be a teenager. And he's super jacked.
You can be like a Dozzle zombie or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, he would be a perfect Dozel zone.
Yeah, that's it. I
Um,
went through and made a blog post about like just stupid ass choices for castings for that, and I was like, oh shit, he'd actually be really good in Dozel Zabi's case. Damn it, I feel stupid for this.
You know,
Um,
I've kind of been thinking about it, and I think last time we were talking about this movie thing, we were trying to figure out like who exactly would fit into what role perfectly,
Mhm.
and I think I pegged the guy who would be a really good Amuro. Now I know it wouldn't be like a teenager thing, you know. We could do Amuro in his 20s, sure, but you guys know Aaron Taylor Johnson?
That's
the dude.
Kick-Ass, isn't it?
Yeah, Kick Ass. He played Quicksilver, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think he would be awesome. Like I can remember him from Kick Ass, and he was very much like a very scrawny. He was supposed to be scrawny in the movie, but he was a very scrawny kind of kid who then later on in the movie, you know, got a little bit tougher and tougher and tougher. If he still has that kind of like a boyish kind of look going for him, I think he'd be a really good Amuro.
So hopefully he's lost all the muscle he gained for Quicksilver.
Oh, more than likely not. More than likely not.
I could definitely see there's probably like a good, I mean there's definitely a good transition there. Like the character in Kick-Ass actually fits real well as far as like a good parallel to Amuro.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat put Michael Cera as Amuro Ray.
Oh dear God, no.
But what it would kind of the only other thing we kind of know, and all of this is coming from one interview with the president of Bandai, or not Bandai, Sunrise, was that they're gonna focus more on. The translation's weird, but yeah, the main thing was they're gonna focus more on the female members of the cast. So.
Oh shit.
If we're looking at 0079, we're looking at Frau Bo. Sayla would actually fit in that role very well. I mean, Sayla's a pretty kick-ass character.
So they're gonna fuck it up.
And that's the thing, is if Legendary had it by themselves, I would be okay with that because, alright, you know what, the story's not going to be great. I'm comfortable with that, but it's going to look good. But with Sunrise overseeing it, I don't know how that's going to go. And we still don't know director or writer or anything like that, but at least Sunrise does get to oversee this and probably put a final stamp of approval of something.
So let me. Where did this thing come from? Where did it? Who said that they were going to focus on the female characters?
So right after, I want to say they announced it at AX, the Comic-Con in, or the anime convention in LA. And then like right after that, someone had done an interview with the president of Sunrise because he was there.
Yeah.
And that's where all of the detail came, because the actual panel was them saying, hey, we are doing a live-action Gundam movie. That's all we can say. And then yeah, it was just some guy from Legendary and the president of Sunrise, so...
There's nothing wrong with fleshing out female characters or whatever, but if they were doing the 1 year war and they were doing Amuro's story, the story is not supposed to focus on any other characters mainly, except for Amuro. Maybe Char would be second, obviously, because the conflict is between them two, and then the third would obviously be Amuro's love interest, whether it be Sayla, if they want to go that route, or they want to do annoying ass Frau, you know.
Yeah.
But storytelling's very easy, and it's very easy, I guess, now to fuck it up. If they wanted to do like a half and half, they should probably just do Oe Themesti.
Yeah. Do Shiro and fuck, what's her name?
Aina?
Yeah, Aina. Yeah, there you go.
Aina.
But and then that's the thing is, we have like even the whole UC thing is just people assuming. But I mean, like I said, they haven't confirmed a script, they haven't confirmed writers, they haven't confirmed a director.
Yeah, it's still really speculation. But oh god, if this goes down with the same crap that went with
let me see here. What's the
Ghost in the Shell, man?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's something that we might actually get to avoid. Mainly, I mean, Legendary is pretty good about not being too bad about that, and then if Sunrise actually puts their stamp of approval on it, and they're involved, we might not get it being too bad. Actually,
let's put it this way: the standards for this movie is going to be pretty low because they already know that most of the money is to be made overseas.
Yeah.
This film is to be made, most of its money from China, obviously. It's good to, like, that's just like their hugest market. America, the U.S. is like not even mattering anymore. If a movie does well overseas, and mainly China because it's so large, then it can get even though the film was crapped upon and not so well received in the U.S., it can get greenlit for a second one. So that's where Pacific Rim and then you see Resident Evil come in, because I think that's what happened with Resident Evil, but I know that's what happened with Pacific Rim. It did so well overseas, and I'm not crapping on Pacific Rim. I love the first one. The first one was awesome, had a great tone to it and everything, but it's a hard sell for a lot of people in the U.S. to like giant robots. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Majority, unless it's little kids, and it's still kind of like had an adult tone. But it was a good movie, and when I heard it was going to get the sequel, I was like, awesome. But then they tried to make it more appealing by kidding it up. I guess if I could say it that way, like, they threw teenagers in there.
Yeah.
And people who weren't really teenagers playing teenagers.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So at least and there's just a couple of quotes here I'll pull out. I can't actually find the one where they focus on the female side of the cast. That might actually have been another interview. I'll have to see if I can find it later. But as far as kind of the main character and the story, President of Sunrise said, the film will try to avoid simple military characters seen before, especially when it comes to its protagonists. So there will be multiple protagonists. I mean, I guess you could use like supporting casts in that role too, I guess, but it'll be a film based on normal people in extraordinary contexts while being faithful to the basic principles of Gundam. So I could see a lot of people going UC there because of that whole normal people, but almost every series is like that, so it's hard to go that route.
Yeah.
Then he goes on to say, because the interviewer had asked, why are you deciding to do this now? And the president said the company is ready to tackle North American audiences as more than 30 to 40% of its products are sold internationally. So they at least see that there is relevancy outside of it.
That is weird logic. 30 to 40.
Yeah.
That doesn't...
Well, I guess they figure if that 30 to 40 like it here, the other 60% in... I'd probably say there's probably like another 40% in Asia, then probably another 10% in Europe. That, as long as it appeases our audience, it's probably going to do fairly well everywhere else. So even if they do a Pacific Rim 2 here, they can probably sell a decent amount of toys. So Bandai gets their chunk, and then they're like, oh, hey, get everyone else.
Well, like I said, if it does the money overseas, then it doesn't really matter what the U.S. makes.
Yeah.
Domestic sales aren't gonna matter.
No, and they'll play it. In the end, there'll be a portion of it, but it's not going to be the deciding factor on whether we get another win or, if it's determined to be successful.
No, of course not.
So it's something before
no G-Saver sequel.
Yeah. So at least we're kind of, I guess, sparing ourselves that. I don't know. That's the thing is, I would almost rather it be G-Savior 2 than be like a 4 or a 5. Like, I either want it to be real solid or fucking awful.
Have you guys watched the movie like within the last couple of years?
I don't think so. I think
it's a testament to. It's so good. It's so good.
So good.
it's one of those epic movies where you watch it and go, "This is fucking amazing." Like you can't imagine somebody making that movie nowadays, but somebody had the balls to make it back then.
Someone was like, "This is a good idea."
It was an amazing idea. It's so well executed. The graphics, oh my god, the graphics look amazing. And I know it sounds like I'm being sarcastic and stuff, but I'm literally, I love that movie just because it shows. It's kind of like a little time capsule.
Yeah, see? So either be really bad or really good. The middle ground's gonna be the worst part.
Yeah.
But I know it's something that has been on everyone's, or not everyone's, but a lot of people in the community's mind is, not everyone, but most people are bitching about the Stray No Name having a slightly different color tint.
I don't see the problem.
Exactly. I mean, I get that it's a different color. That's fine, but black is super easy to paint, and it's not even like the pieces are in weird, intricate places. Like a big chunk of it is a big chunk of plastic that you just have to paint black.
Yeah,
And
but
it's not
also forgot the fact that promo pictures are painted pictures or are painted kits.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that
That's
and
true.
most that they do that every single time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're
In
seeing
some defense, like all of the molding
What?
other than the white is a different color, but I think it looks fine the way it is. I think the first one was like had a higher contrast, so it did look nice. But if you're really that, I mean, one's a bright red over a slightly darker red, once again, not terribly hard to coat, so...
Yeah.
And you're already
The-
building a model kit, just learn to paint a
Well,
little bit.
it doesn't look like it's black. It's more of like a dark gray kind of shade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think it looks kind of nice. I mean...
It's okay, but it can be better. I mean, it's easy to paint it.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, here's just a picture of the...
I think the only ones that's bitching about it are the sprite builders.
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, and that's no problem with people who can paint. I think it's because, they're not yet ready to paint something that big if it's a really big piece. So I can see them getting upset over it because, they assume that the scope is going to look like that. Little do they know that, ooh, if it's a painted prototype, you have to do the painting to make it look like that.
Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think it still looks fine, and I don't even know that I'm going to paint it, to be honest, if I get one. But yeah, no, like I said, everyone's like, it's been a big topic of conversation, so I figured we'd kind of skate over it. And I actually just like, but right before we started, I watched someone's review on it. I can't remember who it was, but like one of the things they had said was the articulation's actually worse on this kit as opposed to the 2013 Red Astray it's based off of. Which, I mean, a part of it is the design of how the Astray No Name's built, but yeah, it's like not only did people get kind of turned off by the color, they also were like, oh great, so the arm articulation and leg articulation's worse. Cool, that's what we wanted. But yeah, you guys have anything else topic wise you want to talk about?
I hope I'm looking at the correct picture for that Astray. Does it have like a little cape armor?
Yeah, a little like cape thing on the right hand side.
I'm not against it. I like it a little bit. But yeah, I could see where people would get pissed off about the paint.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hate the whole. What's it from?
Build Divers.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I've not kept up. Like I went back to watch this episode because like, oh shit, this is actually a cool design.
I think
But
I I think I remember telling one time we were on the podcast. I remember talking about this. I used to find YouTube videos of somebody building Gundam kits, and then literally the videos were like 30 seconds. They would throw like a cinder block on it. So, like, that's what I feel like doing to those kits.
Throw us in. I mean,
Like,
honestly,
literally, it's just camera pointed at it, and you just see the cinder block come down.
honestly, like, a lot of the Build Divers kits are pretty underwhelming. Like, I think this is the only one that I've been like, yeah, I'll pick that up probably. But the rest of them is just, yeah. And they're cool redesign, I guess, but it's just, I mean, you kind of go from the expectation of, like, Build Fighters, and it had a lot of really good designs. Some of them were, you know, just slight retoolings, like the R35 Goof. And then you had some that were like the Wing Finis, that was pretty different and everything. But, yeah, no. Build Divers, not... I mean, a lot of people have that same sentiment. Like, Build Divers, I think, has been like one of the worst rated Gundam shows. So, it's cool that it's free here, so... You know, when I want to watch it, I guess it's there, but...
It's selling those kits, you know?
Yeah, it's doing its job, so...
That's why it's still on.
Yeah.
Christ. Horrible.
Oh.
Horrible.
But yeah, so... Any other topics of conversation?
Anybody?
What are y'all's plans for your channel? Like for the next coming, I know Patrick is waiting on his camera.
Yeah. So the camera should be in by this week. I think that's when I'm going to start working on the documentary again. I have a bunch of those MSIAs I posted on the Facebook group. Those are all going to be used for like the examples of each wave of figures that we got in when they were released. I pretty much have them all, but of course, because they were from eBay, they had to get come in all gunked up and stuff. So I got to use the old Brandon Joshua Gandamu technique, throwing them in the washer and cleaning them off, which he says, you know, it does the job, and I don't see why it wouldn't. So as soon as those get cleaned off, I'll start taking those photos and then start writing out the episodes again. I think the only other thing I'm looking for is right now a microphone. It's either I'm going to get it to attach to the camera, or I'll just have it as a separate piece. But, you know, I'm taking my time. I'm still working on it.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to treat it like I did last. But, you know, you gotta take this little baby and take care of it, and, you know,
You gotta nurture the project, yeah.
Nurture the project, exactly. This is all, yeah. Basically, I'll take my time, do it right, and if I knew the rest of the song that I can remember that went to that, yeah. That's pretty much everything I have coming up. That's other than reviews. I mean, I don't know.
I'm so looking forward to that Iron Man review. Like, I can't stop thinking about it now.
Oh yeah, that's like the first thing I'm gonna crack open.
Oh god, it's gonna be so cool. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, the cool thing is too with zombie ones is I can crack those open and then they can go back in the package.
Yeah.
So they're not packaged like typical GI Joes or anything. They come in like kind of like this clamshell, and then they reseal. And on top of that, there's, I can't remember if like the zombie figures they have interchangeable parts or not. Can't remember, but the guys doing these are really top notch. Like, if you look at their Kickstarter, it just has all their sculpt photos and what
their
they have
sculpt
planned.
work was crazy. Like,
Yeah. And if you kind of look at their stuff, because they have a little bonus thing for when they reach a certain goal. a head pack where you can swap out the heads onto different bodies. They have some that look like characters from The Walking Dead, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, that's cool.
So you're gonna see like Glenn. They had a guy's head that looked like Glenn, or they had what's his name? Everybody fucking loves.
Daryl.
Daryl. There you go. They have a Daryl on there. I'm pretty sure I saw somebody that looked like Negan, but I can't remember. So yeah, it's a cool little set, and hopefully I don't blow my brains out from after I get them in and see if they're disappointing or not. But yeah, it should be really cool.
Those are pretty neat, yeah. So, got the documentary getting back underway, got some reviews coming. What about you, Kay? What do you got?
I'm gonna do, I guess, an unboxing. Well, I know I already showed it to you guys. So I'm gonna make a video later about the stuff I got, and probably do some reviews too if I have the time. Work has just been crazy busy, so that's why I haven't been uploading anything.
Yeah, same here.
I feel that. Alright. So, I've been a little busy, I'm not gonna lie. I have been back. I've been doing videos and stuff, so I actually have a couple of videos to just kind of get me through the next week. I'll say it's another custom Gunpla, and I think there's something else. I don't actually. So yeah, the other one's a custom Gunpla. It'll go up on Wednesday, I think. So tomorrow. I've been spending a lot more time on my blog because I've not had the time to film, so I can type something up fairly quickly. I'm sure at least someone has seen the stupid "It's Always Sunny in Philly" thing I had made.
Yeah.
And I've probably made a horrible decision here, but I've got 4 different kind of original stories that I'm going to work on. One's the parody of "It's Always Sunny," one's a parody of BoJack Horseman, one's a parody of the IT Crowd, and one is a mostly original buddy cop drama with Char and Amuro. So we'll see. I kind of want to go in the vein of True Detective, but my writing is not great, so we will see how that adjusts.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on, and then knowing me, I'll probably keep up for the next month or two, and then take like a month-long break because creative burnout happens. So, oh well. We'll see though. I'm actually pretty jazzed on these. Kind of one of the few writing things I've been like, oh, this will be fun. But I went back, so I'll have 2 videos and 2 blog posts come out a week. A little bit easier than the 3 videos and 4 blog posts I was doing. And that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else going on, but yeah, those are the big projects that I'm really trying to put some resources into. Video-wise, I'll figure something out, but yeah. But yeah, I think that's yeah, I think we all have our upcoming things.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me think here. Is there anything any last comments, final thoughts, closing ideas?
Yeah. No?
No?
Nope.
I think we pretty much reviewed like upcoming figures. Well, not really all the upcoming figures, but just the ones that we like.
Yeah.
I think
We got the important opinions out. Our opinions.
Right. So I guess we can do this again next if ever like Tamashi makes another event or something.
I was gonna ask that actually. Like, who else on YouTube mainly does Gundam stuff? Gundam figures. You know, I don't see a lot of the old people anymore.
No, I know Side 7 has stopped. Last I talked to him, he was actually going through and kind of shedding his collection, which that was a couple years back now. So, and Brandon's he's still doing stuff, but he's focused a lot more.
Thing.
Yeah, he's focused a lot more on his sponsors and stuff like that. So,
He's got
yeah, he's got a lot of sponsors, a lot of deals going.
He does. Yeah, those are very random sponsors.
Yeah, I guess whatever sponsors. Yeah.
Anthony stopped doing Gundam figures after he got all the Wing Gundam and the Seed figures out, and the G Gundam figures out.
So he's mostly getting from his childhood, huh?
Yeah. Like he never reviewed anything else, and I know Meads is still at it. I mean, he reviewed.
Yeah.
As soon as like he's out,
he doesn't do so many though. He gets a Gundam. What seems like every now and then. He just posted one for the metal, the Stray red thingy.
Yeah.
Heavy weapon set, something I'm looking at right now. But every time I see him post, it's mostly like, man, it's mostly non-Gundam related stuff. Still pretty cool stuff. Don't get me wrong. I like some of the stuff he posts, but most of it is just non-Gundam related.
Yeah.
I think we all remember that 2-month period where he was just posting fidget spinners.
Yeah.
Oh dear God! I've never seen a fidget spinner collection like that.
He has like really that. Gotta admit.
I mean, they're pretty impressive.
Yeah, he had a lot.
He was going into so many detail with them, and I was like, wow, these are pretty cool. Like I was even thinking like, hey, maybe I'll get one. And I saw how much.
They're crazy expensive. Yeah.
And I just laughed out loud. I instantly laughed out loud. And then I went to Walmart, my local Walmart, and saw the little packaging or the little box that had all the fidget spinners for like cheap. And they had a couple that were open because little kids, they open stuff. Played with one for about 5 minutes. I was like, this shit's annoying, and I was done with it. So I got that out of my system.
Do people still play with fidget spinners though? Like,
well, from when Meat says it legitimately helps him with his anxiety or something like that.
Yeah, a lot of people with any kind of sensory issues or on the spectrum or have like high levels of anxiety, they find it calming.
Yeah, but then that begs to ask the question: what are you gonna do if you forget your fidget spinner? Sometimes you got to deal with real life. Sometimes you just gotta do it. Just go out there and do it.
Do it.
No fidget spinner's gonna help you.
Fidget spinner.
I know I have a fidget spinner here. I just can't remember where I put it.
See, that's how much of a fad it was. Like we just all bought one and
yeah.
To the side.
When did it blew up? Like 2016 or 2017? I think it was 2016.
Yeah, I think 2016 is when it really started.
Yeah.
And then the beginning of 2017, it started to get huge and then died down that same year.
Yeah.
As soon as I started seeing those $200 ones, that was just where I just.
That was the stopping point.
That was all right. We did this enough. Come on.
So 2017 fidget spinners got replaced with just dabbing.
Yeah. Dabbing in Fortnite.
Yeah. And flossing.
Yeah. God.
Oh.
Man, it's sad.
Oh, man. But yeah, no, I was just thinking. There's not a lot of. Yeah, I can't think of really anyone. I mean, Type V3 does stuff. Crow-sama does stuff, but it's almost exclusively like kits and things.
I used to. The first guy I used to watch on YouTube, Spew. I don't know if you guys remember Spew.
Yeah.
Can't remember the rest of his name, but I used to talk to him lot. And all of a sudden, he just kind of disappeared. So that sucks. I think something happened to his channel, like someone bought it off him or something like that. Because I saw something was posted on it, or something was going on where it was definitely not spew related kind of stuff. So I don't know. I might be confused with another profile I was looking at, but yeah, he was like one of the first ones that was like taking Robot Damashi seriously, and he was kind of like reviewing them in detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't show up too much or at all anymore. Ed doesn't even show up.
Yeah, no, I actually don't remember the last time I've seen him post a video. I'm sure he has. I just
probably months ago.
Who was this guy? I can't remember his name. Kokujin. Does he still like do figure reviews? I'm not sure if you guys know him, but I watch him sometimes.
that name sounds familiar. I think I probably ran by a video, but oh, shit, yeah, the guy in the chat, Robert, yeah.
That's his thing.
Yeah, Robert 2 R's 2 B's. He's gone too.
Oh yeah. No, I was a huge fan of his.
Yeah.
He just started to do the Robot Damashi, and then all of a sudden he disappeared.
He disappeared when the people needed him the most.
Yeah. And then there's some people who have kind of stepped in, but the vast majority of it's like Gunpla related stuff. So like, you'll watch that, and then they'll be like, "Oh, hey, here's a Robot Damashi every month or so."
Yeah, I have to say though, from all the people that did model reviews, he was probably the best.
Yeah. It was multiple parts, but the nice thing was they were usually like 10 minutes tops, so it wasn't like I felt bad going through a 4-part review.
Yeah.
Even though I just spent way longer than I would normally.
Yeah, and then back then, YouTube's format was like, oh, you can only upload a maximum of 10 minutes per video. I think that's why people back then are uploading
Did that
by parts.
I can see that.
No, he definitely did a good job doing that episodic thing.
Good old Robert.
And then who else is reviewing figures?
I occasionally, like I said, I think occasionally Crowsum will get one.
Job reviews every now and then.
I think Mecha Gaikotsu occasionally, but once again, like I said, the vast majority is kits, and then they'll occasionally, oh hey, I picked this up.
Yeah, him and Jabi are like almost do Robot Damashi is like the same frequency, I guess.
Yeah.
That's not a lot, but they do it sometimes.
There used to be a British guy that did a bunch of like weird Code Geass Robot Damashi, and he's the only one who would do them, so I'd always be like, oh yeah, this guy, yeah.
Oh yeah, I think
God, I don't remember his name. It's Cobra something, I want to think. Cobra Commander, Cobra Kai, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he stopped a long time ago too. I mean, it's not like they're releasing a bunch of Code Geass stuff anymore anyway, but yeah.
Ed's last video was a live stream.
Yeah.
Double Gundam Reviews V2. 8 months ago.
I forgot about Actar too, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that live stream because I went on there and I just started asking him like all these random weird questions just to see if he would answer. And the amount of frustration that I don't think he really was frustrated. He was just kind of like, okay, that's a weird question.
Oh yeah, Actor. There you go. Ben just Actor.
Yeah.
It was just
Gotta-
I was just
Gotta
messing
go
with
out
him a
and
little
troll with him.
bit. Yeah.
Troll him a little bit.
Well, he tried to buy my my SCM Pro or HCM. Is it HCM Pro?
Yeah.
Dynamis. And I was like, no, man, I just got this because he was collecting all the pro figures. And I was like, dude, I just got this figure. On top of that, I can't find it anywhere else. This is staying here. This is mine. And yeah, he was just very, very, just very, very much wanted that figure. But yeah, I liked messing with him. He was fun. He's a nice guy.
Yeah. Gotta have a little bit
I
of
don't-
fun.
Yeah, I don't think Side 7 would agree, but whatever.
Yeah.
that was funny.
I
Yeah.
wish Side comes back though.
Yeah.
God, yeah. I think I still have him on PSN. I'll have to shoot him a message sometime. Be like, hey,
Yeah. just see
start
what
buying
he's doing,
figures again. Do it. Gonna
See
peer
how
pressure
he's,
you into this.
How he's doing.
Yeah. He was still
I want-
teaching last time I talked to him, so.
Yeah, I wonder what made him like stop doing videos. There
Ah.
there must be something.
Wasn't there a big thing where he didn't want his students finding him on YouTube or something like that?
That was part of it, but like when I started talking to him, because like last time I talked to him, he was starting to sell off like all of his collection.
Oh man, you know what
was he
happened?
Yeah, he just.
Probably had a kid.
Well, that's the thing is, I don't think he was married or seeing anyone. He might have been. I never really asked, but it's possible. But yeah, he was just like, yeah, just kind of. There's nothing there anymore. I don't feel the real need. I'm just buying them to buy them at this point. So, I think he'd probably just lost interest. But yeah, after he started trying to sell those off, I played a couple of matches of Destiny with him every so often. But yeah, it's been years since I talked to him, so I'll have to reach back out and see if he's doing all right.
Yeah, that would be nice if he like makes a video.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see a comeback. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
reminds me, though. I haven't reviewed this thing yet. This is the Markings Plus version of the Mark V.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks nice.
It's way better than the old one.
Well, cool.
Yeah, I'll have to reach back out to Side 7.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get him on a podcast one day.
Yeah, that'd
He'll be
nice
super lost.
if he has the free time to do it. Yeah, dude, you should invite him. Like, I would love to like meet this guy, even though it's in the intro.
Yeah.
The amount of hatred he had. Like, there was the heat. There was some real heat.
There was
behind
some
his work.
salt. Yeah.
And I don't remember if we got it all on the podcast.
I
or
think
not.
we got part of it, and then from there it grew after the fact.
Yeah, like he
What
just.
happened?
Oh man, well,
I don't
you know,
even
he's not even
remember.
online anymore, so I guess we can talk about it. But he just really hated. He wasn't interested at all in Ed whatsoever. He just like, you know, to a degree, I could see his point, but I was like, man, you really like, was this stewing for a while? Like, did you really hate this guy, or like, what did he do to you or say to you? But he was just like, no, I'm not a fan. Like, this guy annoys the shit out of me. I guess he just legitimately rubbed Side 7 the wrong way. And yeah, it was just always funny. He would go on these epic rants for a little bit. And
Oh
just-
god, I miss those rants.
yeah.
Back in the days when like podcast recording would go like 4 hours, 5 hours.
Yeah.
And
most
record
of
the middle
time
2
it was
hours
all-
and the rest of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and most of the time it was just all rants. But you know, oof, you get him started on Side 7, or on Ed. He just wouldn't let up.
All
I'm
right,
gonna-
so I just think of something. So, is there a particular guy on YouTube that you follow because you like the way he makes his content?
Nowadays, no, not really. There's nobody. I mean, when I watch reviews, anyways, I only watch them to see exactly what certain figures look like. I don't really listen to the commentary behind it. So we'll like take Shardimus Prime.
Mhm.
You know, he reviews a lot of stuff that I like, but I just I can't do his voice. I can't. I gotta put it on mute.
I hate his intro.
And you know,
Yeah.
here's my thing, and this is probably going to be unfavored or favorable to hear to many guys, but look, if you are a collector, you don't, uh, and you have a kid, okay? If you're a collector and you're an adult, you have a kid and everything, go get a job. Don't rely on others to give you money and stuff like that. I don't have a problem with it, but it's just like, man, you know, you never know when that's going to end. And then here you are, X amount of years later, you don't have a real resume except for I was on YouTube making videos, getting free stuff and money. You know, it's a hobby. It shouldn't be the main thing. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, you know, it's my major source of income. That's cool. Do you have so many million viewers to where you're always getting for sure that ad revenue?
Yeah.
And if not, then knock it off. I
It's
mean,
actually
I'm
with Anthony's case,
Mm-hmm.
like he does missions, YouTube, and his commissions is like his like
yeah,
main.
yeah. I know he gets free stuff from some of the companies. I know that. I don't know if he gets actual money, because there's a weird that's a weird thing. There's a fine line you kind of don't do. If you're getting paid to do reviews, that's kind of frowned upon, because obviously you're gonna do some favorable stuff, and I don't think that's the case, because he does shit on some of the free stuff he gets. So it's pretty obvious he's more respected for his look, for his outlook and stuff. Plus, I don't think it hurts to have the name Shartimus Prime. It's kind of a catchy name.
Yeah.
You know, it's a transformer that shoots out shit. What's so bad about that? But yeah, that's just in general. I'm not a fan of. I'm cool with monetizing. You know, get a couple extra bucks every month. That's cool. But the fact that you're asking people to do a Patreon and stuff like that, and then I'm just not a fan of that. Like, you know, more power to whoever can do that. I'm more of the, hey, if I got a free figure from, you know, Hobby Link Japan or Ami Ami, awesome. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those sweet sponsorship deals.
Yeah.
With me, one of the reasons why I started a YouTube channel was I kind of liked how Ed does his videos. So I'm more of like uh, Double O Gundam Reviews V2 was, I guess, part of my motivation to create the channel. He, he makes those random videos about, you know, his personal life, like how, you know, he's telling stories about his mom and his family and all that, and how he got into photography and modeling. I kind of like that personal touch where, you know, you get to know him as a person, not just some person who does model kits or reviews on YouTube. So I like those. I like those a lot. And those videos where he talks about his family or his problems is
Yeah.
like really long ass videos, but I was surprised I was able to finish it because I was able to like somehow get to know the person that I like watching. So that's what I kind of wanted to incorporate on the channel, have that personal aspect or personal approach on videos where I guess people would get to know me as a person, not just some guy or figure.
Yeah. No, I totally see that. I mean, I liked Ed's videos, and you know what? Now that he mentioned that, I think that's what was the thing that was getting Site 7 always mad about. I think that's what turned him off from Ed.
Huh,
That exact same thing.
that's interesting.
Because Ed was like, he was kind of like me, to where, hey, I want to hear about the figure. You know, what's the flaws? What, you know, what's this and that? And I think he mentioned on a few occasions, he's like, motherfucker, I don't care about your life. Like, show the figure. And like, I know he said something like that, because I just started
Yeah,
laughing.
that sounds verbatim, yeah.
Yeah. Like when you watch his videos, you don't get that sense that this guy cusses when he gets mad.
Oh yeah,
you don't
no,
get that
Side
feeling. Like
7's
he's,
very
Yeah.
chill typically, yeah.
like he's a very relaxed dude. But then when he would go on those rants, oh my god, it's like, you know, fuck this and fuck that, and he would
it was entertaining. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely was. But no, I liked Ed's reviews. I mean, if it was sometimes some of the stuff was weird. I won't lie. What is that? The stories he would tell, the scary stories. Scary
kind of like
pasta.
yeah, kind of like creepypastas or something like that.
Creepypasta. That was a little weird. That was like, all right, well, you did that. That's cool. Yeah. And then there was also like the times where he would, I'm not downplaying, you know, what it probably did for him, but he would be like, yeah, Gundam saved my life. Oh, that's kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe I just act too adult for my own good, but not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think it was just the volume he did that at is what annoyed Sai so much. You know, because hey, it's all cool. I mean, I think I've said it on a few reviews, like, you know, how Gundam was cool during my childhood and how much I loved it and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm more than certain Brandon did it on more than one video.
Yeah.
He loves Gundam. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with it, but it was.
I mean, I think that was probably the thing is like whenever, for the most part, we do it as reviewers and stuff, we'll just pepper it into a review, or like another video where it's maybe just like a 5 or 10 second statement, as opposed to like a 20-minute video. Yeah. And like, yeah, no, I mean, you know, I don't like to be the person that's like, don't, you know, like I'm not gonna shit on someone else's channel for what they do, but it's just not my thing. Yeah.
No, and we're not shitting on the channel. We're just saying exactly what pissed Side off. Side was the one who was just go off on this thing.
Yeah, and then and he's hilarious. A good modeler and everything, but like I said, it's just not my cup of tea. Like,
no, I like his models.
Like, what, I forgot what the hell, I don't even know how to pronounce this guy's name. I think it's Kokujin. I think Kai was talking about him earlier. But he would do, like, it'd be like a 4 or 5 minute review, and it was, like, usually pretty goofy, and it was entertaining. You know, it wasn't just,
I can't remember, does that dude still do videos?
The last video he did was, like, 4 months ago, so kind of, but not.
I thought you were talking about this other guy that does these Gundam reviews that is hilarious. He wears like these weird shades, and he does a lot of cutaways, but he's fucking hilarious.
Interesting.
I can't remember. He wears like sunglasses or something whenever he shows his face. Not sunglasses, but he has like a.
Which one? Prime 92.
Oh shit! I forgot Prime 92 existed.
No, definitely not Prime 92. Yeah. That's a whole. We could have a whole podcast of the mystery of Prime 92.
The mystery behind.
No, but his avatar, I think, was like a dinosaur or something on.
Is a dinosaur?
Ah, yeah. There you go. That's him. Yeah, that dude. He's hilarious.
Yeah,
he's amazing. Yeah.
He is amazing, dude.
Yeah, really hilarious. Yeah. But
I like how his video starts with like, whee!
Yeah. No, his cutaways are brilliant. Like, he does a really good job.
There's so much editing on each of his videos. The way he cuts his videos.
Yeah. You know, I don't know
puts
why I'm
the
not
time
subscribed,
in.
But I probably should have subscribed to him.
Whee! Yeah, I like that. I don't know. It always gets me like, whee! Like sound effect that he uses. I don't know what that is.
One other thing I just want to say, if Ed or Side, anybody, we're talking, throwing a little bit of shit on, or saying anything about, please feel free to contact me. I'll be more than happy to explain.
Yeah, Patreck's our spokesperson.
Yeah, I am more than happy to tell you, hey, we're just throwing some light, you know, roasting you a little bit. We're just doing it in good fun. We're definitely not talking shit on about the channel. And if you don't like that, then go fuck off.
This is the official statement.
Yeah, that is mostly the statement. But no, it's all in good fun, and
Yeah.
no, please don't be offended. You know, and if you are, then hug one of your Gundams and feel better about yourself somehow.
And break them.
I'm breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think we have gone through the gambit of things to talk about. Yeah, so if anyone has not subscribed already, be sure to check out Heyitskei and Patreck1969 on YouTube, and myself, because I'm pretty sure I have the lowest subscriber count. So hey, free advertising. And then be sure to check out other ventures we all do. I'm sure we all do other things. So
No.
Okay, then check us out on YouTube. That's the important place. You're already here. You might as well. It's real quick. Just click over. And then we will see you probably sometime next month. Not really sure when, but next month sometime. So thanks for watching, people.
Yeah.
We do appreciate it greatly, and we will see you next time.
Bye.